Jake Paul, a YouTuber turned boxer, versus Ben Askren, a two-time NCAA Division I wrestling champion, who is also a mixed martial arts champion with 19 wins, 12 finishes in his 10-year fight record. This fight on paper sounds like a no-brainer win for Ben Askren. In this video, I will explain why I think this fight is far from straightforward and the winner will be unexpected for the casual viewer. Jake is 24, younger and fresher with no significant injuries. Meanwhile, Ben is 36 and recently undergone hip surgery in December after a grueling wrestling and fighting career. Ben has fought his recent fights in the UFC at 170 and has previously competed in the 185-pound division. His wrestling career was mostly contested in the 174-pound bracket. He has stated in recent interviews that he has been unable to train for several months prior to surgery and walked around at 200 pounds. Ben's physique is not particularly muscular, with some referencing it as a dad bod. Jake is the leaner fighter in this match, who is also taller and longer than his competitor. When you take his height and wingspan into consideration, Jake has a formidable 7-inch reach advantage on fight night, which for visual benefit is about the size of a dollar note. So Ben is giving up age, weight, height and reach advantage. What is he bringing to this match? Ben Askren is a seasoned veteran of combat sports and grappling, an accomplished wrestler who reached the pinnacle of the sport, representing the United States in the Olympics, and is a two-time Division I champion, which is a very difficult accomplishment to achieve. Ben has also been a mixed martial arts champion in 2 different organisations during his 10-year fight career, fighting and beating the likes of fierce strikers such as Carl Amusu, Douglas Lima and Robbie Lawler. There's no doubt that Ben deserves the ultimate respect coming into this fight for what he has achieved over his career. But let's dig into the way he fights and wins in MMA. There are multiple ways to win in MMA, unlike boxing where you only fight with your hands. In MMA, you need to be able to defend leg kicks, clinching and grappling exchanges while also being able to defend yourself if the fight gets taken to the ground. This in turn leads the best fighters in MMA to adopt different strategies to win, and arguably the most successful fighters have been predominantly ones who use wrestling as their base, such as George St. Pierre, John Jones, Henry Cejudo, Demetrius Johnson, Khabib Nurmagomedov and Kamaru Usman, to name but a few. There's no secret that Ben isn't a good striker, and he has openly admitted this. And from sparring footage since the fight was announced in January, I see very minimal improvement. How much can one improve their skill set in less than 3 months? Note that Ben has decided not to go for a full-time boxing coach. Instead, he has trained for a week with Freddie Roach and has some sparring sessions with K9. Let's talk about Jake Paul, a YouTuber turned boxer that has beat up fellow influencers and a washed-up athlete that look like they haven't been in a fight in their lives. His 2-0 pro boxing record and amateur fight with Deji mean little when you see the level of competition he has faced. But what we can see is that he is far and away better than the competition, displaying crisp hooks, punches and solid fundamental boxing movement. Jake also appears to have a solid boxing team around him, having previously been trained by Sugar Shane Mosley, a very well respected boxing champion, and now BJ Flores, who is also a boxing champion. Jake appears to be taking this fight seriously, moving to Miami to be with his trainer full time, and his sparring partners who are boxing and MMA professionals say that Jake is putting in the work and looking very sharp. All in all, I think this is a great fight for the casual viewer, and I love it from an analytical betting point of view. Let's also think about this bout from their perspective too. This is Jake Paul's event, and this matchup has been handpicked for him to elevate his status. Meanwhile, Ben Askren is on the way out, having recently retired from MMA and undergone hip surgery. He has said he has little interest continuing to fight, and this is the biggest payday of his career, so win, lose or draw, Ben is a winner from this, which is why I believe he took this fight, knowing he has little advantage in a boxing match. I see this fight as an up-and-coming amateur boxer versus a durable combat veteran who is on the way out. Ben is betting on the fact that Jake really isn't that good, and that may be his downfall. I give Jake Paul an 80% chance of winning, and I believe he'll likely finish Ben within 4 rounds through a KO or referee stoppage. Ben could also surprise me if he has vastly improved his movement and striking in 3 months after hip surgery, but the likelihood of that, I believe, is slim. The bookmakers opened the lines for his fight, giving Jake Paul a 70% chance to win, but has since gone down to as much as Ben becoming the favourite as people place their bets. This shows how much debate there is to determine the winner here and what makes this fight so interesting. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. Please like the video if you found it useful and comment below who you think wins this fight. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.